We started this journey in January deciding that we were going to move, and now I have recorded everything and I'm going to take you along. A lot of this has been pre-recorded, but I wanted to share. Good morning, guys. Just a little bit of an update because I haven't been posting videos. I do short ones, or at least I tried. Set my coffee down. So we're still in the middle of cleaning up and renovating our rooms that we actually used to use for our puppies, our dogs, puppies, all the above. So this actual room, I showed you guys, we were painting it. We were painting it, I painted it. There's sawdust everywhere. So this used to be Farley Ebby room. It's a huge room, so it's over 12. It's probably like a 15 by 15, I don't know. But I did all the walls white. It used to be blue. Now you're seeing dust. So now we have decided to redo the floors because the floors take a beating. Even though I had linoleum down, you could tell where their water was. It leaked over and it got under the linoleum and it made a little bit of discoloration. So we actually, and we have a 1600 old farmhouse. So these boards are really pretty wide. If you see, like some of them are like this one, look how wide this one is. It's really wide. So it's kind of a unique feature for an old house. So we've been redoing these floors. So we rented a industrial sander, sanded it, and then we rented an edger to do the edges, and now we're going back over and smoothing out stuff and still doing edges. But this is one of the things we've been working on, and it really does take a long time. So we're doing two floors up here. This floor, as you can see, is a painted gray floor, and the house is complete shambles right now. So you can see how it just gets scratched up from, you know, our dogs, and we've actually repainted it. And then this is the other room that used to be Rhea, Grizz. We're in here, and this one has less work on it, but I did do everything nice, crisp white, and I'll just probably blow it down like after I'm done with all the sanding. So this again was sanded, then we took the edger to the edges, and then now we're just going around and hand sanding out a few minor spots because the floor's not perfect. The house is so old. And then even like over here, there's a little bit of holes. Those must have been a fire like years ago. And we were gonna fill it, and then we said, you know what, it's character of the house. The house is old. But yeah, this is what we've been doing. This is a tremendous amount of work. Especially my husband can help somewhat, but I literally have to do a lot of it because he did have back surgery. So he's all right, like running errands and getting us sandpaper and stuff like that. But it's really, I'll be doing the majority of it. So this floor I still have to go over. I've done actually more in the other room, but this is the two rooms that the big dogs used to use. And they had a lot of, I mean, there's nice windows. It's a nice bright room. I would not want to live in a dungeon, so I don't put my dogs in a dungeon. And then these are the baseboards that I've got to do. You can see where the floor got scratched up from the dogs. And then this is the whelping room, which I showed you guys. This is the first room. So this was a painted room when we bought this house. Oh, I don't need a fan, I need a light. We moved some of our stuff. But while we had the sander, we went over this and scuffed the floor. But look at all the different colors of green, and we had the beige color. But we're going to paint this floor again because it's, while it is a beautiful, like, thick wood, it's very bowed, and would be a lot of work to do. So we're just going to paint this room and the hallway the same color as they are, the nice charcoal gray, and it kind of pulls in with the bathroom that's up here. But this room has all been redone too. Everything's been painted. I do have some minor stuff to take out. This was all in the whelping closet of stuff that I had packed up. I still have to kind of move it out. But yeah, so this is what I've been up to, like home improvement. And then I painted all the ceilings. I painted them. Some people don't. It's an eggshell finish, but I actually like it on the walls and the ceiling because it gives it a little shine, and we don't have high ceilings here, so I think it actually brightens up the room too. And this is the smallest room in the house. It only has one bedroom. This was our whelping room for our babies and their mamas. Charlie's out there digging a hole. I just put her out this morning. Let's see if we can zoom in on Charlie. She hears me. Charlie! She said, where is she? She's looking. Charlie! I'm up here. She's looking. She said, I don't see her. So she just goes out there. It's during the day. It's really nice out today. But you can see my grandkids are here. We got toys everywhere. But they like it. You're only a kid once. So, but that's what Charlie's chilling out. It's a good view from here. Whole property. My bus. And Charlie, I see you. She finally realizes where I am. But yeah, so that's another thing. We just, while we had the sander, we just did the scuff. So the next, the gray floor will really go down easy and stick well. And all the radiators have been cleaned out and everything over here. So, and you're probably wondering where I put all the pups. So Farley has found himself a home. He's actually with another, I want to say older dog, but obviously a higher energy drive than he is, so it's the cutest thing. The owners send us pictures of them out on the walk. You'll see big Farley, and then their small little, she reminds me of a herding dog. So when I saw the age, I said, oh, that would be perfect. But then I realized she's high energy, but they're actually doing very good. So, so he has found another home. This time I think he's good to go. And Francesca actually went to a nice couple too that didn't have any other dogs and are older and lost their Great Dane. Fabulous couple. I'm really happy. We're always check and worry more about our older Danes because it takes time for them to adjust. So by having less Danes here, we're able to move people around, or move them around. So we have a finished room in our barn that we've used for different occasions, baby showers. We've actually had, it's livable space. So that we have Ebby, Rhea, and Grizzly in there chilling. They like it. They're actually on the main level, so they get to see out all the windows and see what's going on. And they're getting along really well. So they're out there for now. And then we still have the majority of our Danes downstairs, but the whole upstairs is empty from Great Danes, and that's why I've been able to get some home repairs done and a lot of fresh painting, because anytime you paint, I mean, they can come up the stairs and shake their head and there's slobber on the walls or dirt from their lips. Think of Violet when she drinks. She's really messy. So doing everything white would never work if they were going to be back in here, but they won't be back in here. So all these rooms will be good to go. And just having them back in here, you know, the slobber, the scratching, we had to redo windowsills. We had our windows done, and then I didn't realize when they were doing them, but after I just redid all the windowsills, so we don't have any bite marks on them anymore. So, but our house is like in disarray right now, but we're getting things done, and we've been busy, and the dogs are all happy. We still have 9 of them living with us, and we'll be good to go. We have like 3 dogs in heat right now, Ebby's included, which Ebby is retired. I just never got her spayed because she was always with Farley, and Farley was neutered. But I may visit that now that she hangs out with Grizzly and Rhea. But she's definitely retirement age. She's like 7. So yeah, She just turned 7 in May. So, but the other ones are all doing good. So Benson's and he and Violet is too. But because we're so busy, we haven't made any plans for breeding. Once we get situated, we're gonna go back, and we have a lot of people asking. So we are going to be breeding again. We're just, right now we're kind of busy, but we will be probably the end of the year, maybe early spring. And we just want to make sure we're situated and everything's settled. We don't want to, you know, have a mom pregnant and all this stuff going on. It would be too much for her. So that's our plans, and that's what we've been up to. And next week we're going to be taking a road trip. So I'll probably post a few things about that and what we're doing and where we're going and why we're going there. But right now we're just getting ready, just still sanding the rooms. We want to get the gloss or stain on those and call those rooms done, and then work on the hallway and the stairwell and this room, paint it so the dogs won't be up here scratching the paint, and close another thing off my to-do list. Well, thanks for queuing in, and I'm going to, like I said before, I'm going to try to update when I can. I've been just really busy because I am still working outside the home, and you know, my husband had the surgery, so we just kind of been busy with doctor's appointments and home improvements and just like everything else that normal people have to do. Hi guys, so it's Francine here with Devoted Danes. We're actually on a road trip this weekend, or for a few days. We are actually in Ronica, Virginia, looking at homes. So you guys know, or we really haven't been very talkative about it, but we are looking to relocate, and we want to relocate to Virginia where the milder winters are. And so today is our big day to go out and just look at properties all day and see. We know what we're looking for, so we're gonna really be out here all day. Just because the state is obviously huge compared to New Hampshire, and we're looking for the rural area, not suburbans, because we want to be out where it's zoned for agriculture and stuff, and we can have our chickens or whatever kind of birds we want, and we want to be able to, we'll have our dogs too. So we need a little bit of space, so that's what we're doing today. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we find something that we like, and we get going on this journey. Right?
Yep.
Yep. Well guys, we're on our way home. We had spent a couple days in Virginia and the Blue Ridge Mountains, which is a beautiful place to visit and see like some of the dramatic cliffs and stuff. But after being there for, you know, and looking around at homes, we decided Virginia's really not the state for us, because while we like mountains, we don't really want to live on a mountain, and a lot of the properties that we saw needed a lot of work. What'd you say?
Yeah.
And then like some of the backyards, it was more like if you walked out the wrong way, you were going to fall down the cliff of your backyard. So we're not really into dramatic climates or the height elevation. Like one house that we went and looked at, I literally felt sick coming back because we were up so high and it took so long to get back down to normal level. It was a beautiful state to visit. Well, we ended up finding a home in North Carolina, which we kind of had the Carolinas in mind too, but we just thought, oh, Virginia may be more seasoned, like weather that we're used to, but we just didn't find anything that we liked. So we did find a beautiful home in North Carolina that will meet all of our needs. I don't think we'll outgrow, but we are downsizing compared to what we have now. We have a huge house now that honestly we don't need all the space if we have a different kind of warm environment. Yes, our dogs will still be inside, they won't be outside dogs, but they are going to be able to spend more time outside. They're gonna love that with all the temperatures. So we're basically mid-state in North Carolina. We found a home. We liked it so much, we put an offer in, so we're hoping that it all goes through. It does need some work. Every house that we get needs a little work, and we don't mind elbow grease. So, you know, just going in, changing out flooring and, you know, fixtures, painting, is that what you said?
Yep.
And then we'll probably redo the bathrooms, but this house is like a good size. It's on 7 acres. It has an awesome little like mini house with it too. So that's like kind of a cool project with us living down south, and we have 3 children. We will have space for them to come and visit, or if our family wants to come down, we'll have space for them to visit. So it has a lot of possibilities. We were really,
Potential.
has a lot of potential. Yeah, we were really excited, and you kind of know, like we looked at a ton of houses in Virginia, and they're all really like spread out. So it literally took us 12 hours to see like 5 houses, and they're very remote, which didn't really bother us. We saw a lot of cows and a lot of deer. So it was really, it is a very lush, beautiful state. But we just never had one that we drove into and we said this feels like home, or this is somewhere we can imagine ourselves, until we went to that North Carolina property. And as soon as we drove in, we're like, wow, we really like this. And then as soon as we looked around, even though it does need some work, minor cosmetic work, we still could envision ourselves there and our family there and our dogs. So we're excited. We're driving the journey home. We had, what, 14 hours, 15 hours when we started, but we're down to 12 hours. And so right now we're going back through Virginia. We get up early to head home to try to get home. It is a holiday weekend, so we're trying to, we'll beat some of the traffic, but we know we won't beat all the traffic. So yeah, that's our mini getaway. We really didn't get to do too much enjoyable because we really were hunting for homes, and New Hampshire's a small state in comparison to Virginia or North Carolina, so it literally took up a lot of our time. Plus we drove down. We did see some cool stuff. Good sightseeing. We saw some like vegetation and bushes and trees that we don't see in our area, so we had a good time all in all. We were definitely in the car a lot, but I guess it's all worth it because we did find something. Now we're just waiting to see if they accepted our offer, which I don't know why they wouldn't, because we offered them what they asked. So we're keeping our fingers crossed, but we really did enjoy that property. That's the one we want, that we can see ourselves at. It was a nice, quiet neighborhood. They took care of their homes. That was another thing. Like, we saw some houses in Virginia that we could possibly make work, but the neighborhood was real trashy, so we decided not to. That's not something that we would want to be at, because we take care of our home, so we want our neighbors to too. So we decided that wasn't the best fit for us. We want to be someplace where we feel comfortable. We like our neighborhood, and that's hard to find. So I think we did with this one, and I guess we'll find out if we're gonna get, if our offer gets accepted. So we'll let you guys know. It met most of our needs. We are trying to downsize from here because this house is really big, as you can tell. We have 5 bedrooms here, and a kitchen, a living room, a den, a library. So we have quite a bit of, we just have 5 bedrooms up here, but there actually could be a potential bedroom downstairs too. So the house is really big, so we are gonna downsize. So that'll be something new for me and my husband. But because of the warmer weather, we're hoping that the dogs will actually get to spend more time outside. They do like to be outside, but up in New England, you don't get a lot of that because it gets cold. It's already chilling. The leaves are already changing here. So they don't get to spend as much time outside. And we drove down a couple times and we didn't really mind the drive. It's a lot to see. We're kind of sightseers, but we do like the house that we're moving into. And of course, like this house, it needs some updating to what we like. But I'm so pleased at how beautiful the floors came out. Look at them shine. So this was, if you remember, this was Griswold, Rhea, and room. And Ebby was in here too. I just have to put the baseboards back on, but all the walls are painted, the ceilings are clean. I just have to blow down and touch up the white paint along the edge. But this room is done. I can't believe how pretty the floors came out. I really love the dark colored stain. Just love it. And these are such wide boards. It's such a beautiful house. When I first moved here, Farley, Ebby, this was their room. And they actually dug through the back of the door. They would stand up and scratch on it if they accidentally shut the door. And they actually dug through the door. And I painstakingly fixed this door so it could go back with this room. Was gonna put on a sliding barn door, and I said, you know what? This house is 1700s. This is the door that actually goes with it, so I'm going to go ahead and do what I can. I fixed it, bondoed it, sanded it, reformed it, and it's back. So it looks nice, and this room actually is all done. I just have to touch up the baseboard where I hit it with some stuff, but look at how pretty these floors came out. The baseboards are back on this room. So this room is pretty much done. I just have to touch up this base plate. But this was Ebby, Farley, and Nala's room for a long time. But it just shows like how beautiful the floors came out. This is such a beautiful house, and it's gonna be bittersweet leaving, but we have new adventure to go. This week we have been finishing these floors, taking down our bird enclosure. All our birds have been rehomed, even our turkeys. It just would be too much of a travel for them. And they all went to farm homes, so we were pretty happy about that. All the geese, ducks, everybody's gone. It's just us and the dogs. But we did find a home. We have our closing next week on that, so once that happens, we're going to start moving our stuff down, and then I've been working on the upstairs to get it ready for sale, and then I'll start working on the downstairs. I'm still working, but I'm getting all this done. Me and my husband are getting it done. We had cleaned out, this weekend we cleaned out all the toys from the backyard, so the backyard is pretty huge. But we got all the toys in one corner ready for traveling. That's just Charlie's little kennel over there, but everything's been taken down. Paneling is, because the paneling was taken down from the birds enclosure, because we are taking that as temporary fencing for when we get down there until we decide where we want the permanent outside structures for them. And, you know, by being down there in warmer climate, the dogs are going to spend more time outside like a normal dog does, instead of just like a rotation that we have here. So we're looking forward to it. Our puppies are. So this room's done. All the bedrooms are done up here. The hallway, as you can see, still needs some love, because this was the last thing to do. And we've literally brought everything through here and made a mess. This room, we decided to paint the floors. They were painted when we came in, but yeah, this room is all done. It looks really clean, This is the steel gray that the hallway will be, so, and it's a good sized closet, so all empty. This room is like actually totally done, so.